woman gave Jade a gift card. This girl. So first of all, this woman couldn't stand me. And she knew me and Jay were really good friends and working at the same place. So she gave Jay, just out of the blue, gave her a Bath and Body Works
$50 Bath
gift card.
And I love Bath and Body. I was
excited. Does. She loves that place. Jay went to use that thing, it wouldn't work.
Now, what if I didn't have no damn money and I showed up to that place? I was like, I said, did she give me a faulty gift card?
She sure did. And I was like, and what made it even worse was, well, not worse, but it definitely made me look at mine because she had just gave me a gift card because she pulled my name in the like Secret Santa thing. And she gave me a gift card to First Watch. And I was like,
and you like First Watch?
I love First Watch. I gave that gift card away quick. I gave it to Alex. I was like, she ain't gonna get me. I ain't about to be sitting there embarrassed.
So mad.
So let's get going with the weekly.
Let's get weekly Reddit. You know, we should make a little theme song for that. We should do that. Weekly Reddit.
This is not a weekly Reddit.
Why?
The question doesn't always come from Reddit.
Fine. Weekly question.
You are just dumb. Oh, wait, before I get in the weekly question, the question of the week. I saw somebody post on TikTok, and you know they always talking about like zodiac signs and all that good stuff.
Ain't they?
And they said 3 signs that just doesn't go well with Virgo. And the first one they said was Gemini.
they say that about us with everybody though.
But honestly, I commented on it. I said, actually, one of my best friends is a Gemini. I said, but I do understand.
Oh, I do, because all of my friends are Virgos. All of y'all are Virgos.
I was like, I could 100% see why they wouldn't get along. I could see it.
I
said, it's either, to me, it's just one of those things where either you get along or you don't.
But it depends though, because I'm a Gemini. But I'm not the stereotypical Gemini all the way. I said all the way.
All the way. Okay, you cleaned it
all
up.
the way. I know I have my habits. I know. But not like all the way. Because almost all of my close friends are Virgos. Almost all of y'all birthday is in like a 3-week parameter.
Dang.
All y'all birthdays. So like me and Virgos get along great.
Well, actually a lot of the comments were Virgos saying like, I'm real good friends with Geminis.
That's what I said. Maybe it's, I don't know.
But like I said, I could 100% understand why Virgos and Geminis
because I know we irritate each other.
Seen as like they won't get along.
But we do though.
But I also see why Virgos and Geminis do get along. Because not all Virgos, and I'm not even 100% believing in the whole astrology thing. But in my experience with Virgos, if you know who you are and you are true to that, we leave you the hell alone. Be who you are. But as soon as we get the inkling that you being a fake, phony person, that's when we like, all right, I can't mess with you.
with you no more.
I can't mess with you. So
I'm wild and nuts, but I'm always wild and nuts.
Yes. Very true.
Everywhere. Which
is why it's easy for me when you doing the things that I don't understand, I just be like, it's just Jade.
Well, you being moody, I'm like, here she go.
Like, leave me alone.
I'm like, whatever. And I bop. I'm like, I guess she in a mood. And then I go on about my day. I don't take it. I don't go, what did I do? I know it ain't me. I know. Like,
if it was you, I'd tell you it was you.
And I go,
I have no issue with telling you if you did something to piss me off. You've just never done anything that just genuinely pissed me off.
Well, to me, if you somebody's friend, you know what would like really piss them off. And if you somebody's friend, you should be trying not to do that.
Well, speaking of friends, that's actually a good segue into the question of the week.
What is the question of the week?
What's the stupidest reason someone stopped being friends with you?
I don't know.
You know,
I don't know, because if it's stupid, you never know, because they just disappear.
They just disappear.
You don't know
like
what
thief in the night.
happened.
I'm telling you, like, I wish I could tell you why some of the friends, actually the only friend that I know why she stopped being friends with me, and I do think it was a stupid reason just because it wasn't true. She stopped being friends with me because she said I always changed the plans up on her. And I was like, no, I don't. And I told her, I said, in fact, the last plans we had, you're the one that changed them. And she swore that I always changed the
I'm
plans
like, girl,
on
if you
her.
don't like me, just say so.
And I was just like, well, okay then.
bye.
Now, every other friend after that I've lost, they didn't say a word to me. They kind of just vanished.
I mean, that's what they do. Like sometimes, or them people, sometimes they were just like work friends. But at the time, you thought that was your friend. But really, once you stop working,
there are very few people that I work with that I actually thought were my friends.
I'm talking about these are my younger days.
Yeah.
Past 23, I know they wasn't my friend. But before then,
you knew they were the ops.
I thought them people was my friends. So
I've only had one person that I thought was, I didn't even really consider her a friend, but I mean, it could have been there. I just thought she was really nice. And she was something else. She was the person that would joke around with me and laugh with me in the pharmacy, but then weeks later go tell the boss that I said or did something that both of us sat there and laughed at, and say how much it offended her, how rude I was. And I was just like, wait, what?
This was a conversation, not a dialogue.
Right.
You ain't gonna turn this on me. We all getting in trouble now.
And that's exactly what she was doing. She's actually the person that I tried to get my old roommate fired with. I should have known she was bad then. Oh well. But I got some people's responses.
What they say?
Okay, so what's the stupidest reason someone stopped being friends with you? This person says, my mom, dad, sister, and brother all passed away within 2 years. And my friend of 40 years said I have too much drama in my life and it's not good for her.
What?
Crazy.
They lost their whole family and you said that was too much. They can't control the fact everybody died.
If anything, I'd be worried you next.
And then you go, I know I might be the only one you got left, but bye.
Girl, you too much for me. I can't.
All this sadness wrinkling me.
I'm like, well, they all gone now. Could you imagine if...
I would write back, are you okay?
Could you imagine if when your mother passed, if I had said something like that to you?
I would have burnt your house up. Like, I'm dancing. You wouldn't... Like, guess who ain't going home? You burning that shit to a
You
crisp.
lucky I ain't do it while you was in there.
Like, okay. Would have burnt your shit up. I laugh.
You dead ass here.
I
know
would have burnt your shit there. You'd have did that too. You like, okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I probably would have lost it. I would have lost every bit of my mind. I probably would have waited till I saw you coming out to your car on your way to work, and I would have just bumped you with the car.
Nah.
I wouldn't hit you all the way, but I'd bump you.
I'm petty. I'm like, nah, you finna be homeless now. You gonna talk crazy?
Nah, I'm gonna break a leg.
These interest rates high as hell. That's what you get.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Your low interest rate is gone.
Right. Ooh, I'd be so mad because I
Welcome
do have
to 7%, bitch.
I do have a low interest rate on this.
That's why I would have said it. They not evil. Like, oh, welcome to 7%, bitch. Lit that shit up.
High premiums.
Woo.
Like, next insurance company on the next product be like, no, you not. One of your houses done been set on fire. You
mortgage
clearly got
$3,700. Ooh, you would have been pissed.
Oh, I would have been mad. Messing with my money?
I know, that's why I would have done. Like, no.
Yeah, that's a good way to get me. Is
I'm
to
like,
mess with
nah,
my
forget
money.
bodily harm. I know how to get this girl. Know how to get it where it hurts.
Yeah, mess with my money, I'm mad.
I know. I'm
I
like,
am
nah.
mad.
That's how you mess with people. Forget beating them up.
Well, okay, yeah. I couldn't imagine telling somebody that. That is so the word that keeps coming to my head is insincere, but that's not the word I'm looking for. It's inconsiderate. It's
just so self-centered. Like, who?
Self-centered.
Who?
You definitely lack empathy.
You need therapy. Like, for somebody
you literally
to do
I'm
that.
almost like, are you a psychopath?
Oh, you've lost everyone close to you. That's too much drama for me. Too much.
I mean, I get having to protect your own mental health, but gosh darn.
It'd be different if they was the one killing them. Like,
no.
then I can see, like, yeah, you drama filled. You're crazy. I'm just gonna back away.
Or I could see if she was happy they were all
yeah,
gone.
then I'd be like,
I'm like, no.
Get thee behind me.
Satan.
Get thee behind me. Where is
I
the salt in my Bible?
Covered by the blood of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That was the first one. I guess starting it off with a bang. But, okay.
Oh, that was crazy.
What's the stupidest reason someone stopped being friends with you? This guy says that his friend told him 2 dudes being best friends looks gay.
How deep in that closet do you gotta be to think having a friend
that's of the same sex as you
is gay?
I mean,
what we gonna do? Be eating brunch, nigga? That's gay. Like, my 2 men can't just be friends. What's them the same men who don't open their booty cheek in the shower because they think that's gay?
Something wrong with you.
It's true. Like, open them cheeks and let that soap and water get on in there.
You are funny. But yes, I'm like, so having a friend, I'm like, where's the line? Because men and women can't be friends. Women and women, apparently, according to this logic, are gay if we're friends.
You know how many times I've been accused of being
gay.
A lesbian?
I told you, my brother outright asked me one time, was I gay? And all I had was a female roommate.
Which is common. In your 20s. That's a very common thing to do in your 20s. It's a very common thing to do.
I was like, no, I'm not gay. I mean,
but what about that whole 6-year relationship?
Right. I'm like, I guess gay people before they come out do have relationships, but I was like, no. I was like, nothing against it. Nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just not it.
I'm like, what? You like, sir, you should know me better than this.
Yeah, he asked me one day if I was gay, and I was like, no. I was like, if I was gay, I would have no problem.
That's what I'm like. If I would be, I just would be. There would be no issues. I'd be having a good old jolly time.
Right.
Wouldn't affect me nothing. I wouldn't have no type of internal crises or nothing. I would have
been like, if y'all don't like it, y'all deal with it.
I'd just be like, well, just let you know, gay as shit. Hope you know.
Shit.
Sorry.
But I'm not.
Somebody asked me that at work. They went around asking everybody.
I'm not surprised though, because the hair no hair thing
Chad,
was associated with a lot.
When I first cut, and this was early.
I was also told that women that wear nose rings,
and I had both of them, as you know. I had a Monroe, I had the nose piercing, I had red short hair.
Yeah, I
had all the signs,
surprised that people asked you that. I'm not surprised one bit.
But then I felt flattered because I got hit on by some pretty attractive gay women. I was like, no, if I was gay, it wouldn't be bad for me out here.
Girl, that's like
it would not be bad for me out
what
here.
Was your haircut, your hairstylist, your
barber? Sierra, if you watch.
I was like, unfortunately, I'm not gay, and according to you, she
ain't either.
I swear, you just surround yourself with funny people.
She's actually hilarious.
You think all your friends are hilarious
because they are,
and most of the time they don't think they funny at all.
Same way people be laughing at me when I'm dead serious. This is
because I don't think I'm funny at all. I think
you're the comical to me.
I think you're the funny one between us.
I have such a good time. I'm like, ooh, that Jocelyn is so funny.
I don't think I'm funny at all. I think you're the funny one. But anywho,
girl, you crack me up.
What's the stupidest reason someone stopped being friends with you? After 10 years of friendship, they ghosted me over owing me $350. Then they said, never lend money to friends you're not willing to lose.
Here's my thing. This is my hot take about the money thing. Here's my hot take.
Okay.
Friends or not, I give money based off of how you handle your money and how I have witnessed you handling money, not just us being friends. So if it's somebody I've been knowing for only a year and I notice they good with money, and it's somebody I've been knowing 5 years and I notice they horrible with money, that person I've been knowing for a year will more than likely get money from me over the person I've been friends with for 5 years, simply because some people just have a rough patch and they legit only need help for 1 week and then they pay you back. Some people that's it. But then there's others. $350 is a lot to not pay back. It's not like it was $100. $350 is a lot to not pay back.
She can stop being my friend after she give me my money back.
Guess who will be getting Zelle requests?
Every week until I get my money.
Reminders. I'm having to go out every Friday.
Yep.
Just because I don't know when your paycheck coming. Every Friday. Hey, you still owe me that $350?
I know we ain't friends no more, and that's fine.
You know, Christina did that with an ex, and I found that shit comical.
Because it is comical.
She said that, man. She said, just because we broke up don't mean you don't owe me money no more. That ain't what that mean. I'm gonna need that money back.
It ain't like it's $20. I mean, let's be for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that money back.
If the money starts getting in the triple digits, pay me my money back.
My thing is about we ain't friends no more.
Thinking just because
I owe you. I'm like, first of all, we friends. We could do a payment plan. You ain't even gotta give it back all at once. You can give me $20 a week if that's all you got, but you giving it back.
This is not like a bankruptcy. Just because you dissolve the relationship doesn't mean you don't still owe me that money. Pay me my money.
I am not a Kia Forte. You gonna have to give me my goddamn money. Like, no.
I said, hold on. Now, when it comes to loaning friends money,
gotta be careful. Slippery slope.
It is a very slippery slope. I will say I have gotten lucky that I have never had to loan my friends money. I have borrowed money from friends before. Like Tasha, I borrowed money from her before when, me and the 6-year mistake was together and I was struggling. And she got her money back. I hate owing people money.
I think my mother is the only person I have legit borrowed money from, and that's because I don't got to pay my mama back. As far as I'm concerned. I sure didn't pay her. I bought her. Here's the thing. I didn't pay her back, but I bought her a car and other things. So she got paid back technically.
I've borrowed I've borrowed money from my mother as well as my brother. My mother is a little more forgiving if it turns out I can't pay it back on the day that I told her I pay it back. My brother, on the other hand, he will make it very clear. You told me you was going to have me my money back on this day. And if it is not back to me on this day, don't ever ask me to borrow money again. And I don't blame him.
Because you the same way.
He earned that money. I didn't.
So that's why my mom the only person, because I didn't feel like I had to pay her back. Now, I hope my kids don't feel that way about me.
But I agree with the people that was commenting to her saying, don't loan friends or anybody money that you ain't willing to lose.
But then it also depends. Is it somebody that's forever needing money from somebody, or is this a one-time?
For me, when it comes to loaning money to people, whether they're actually a good friend or not, I've loaned money to people that I've known for 2 weeks. And usually it's like $10, $20.
I don't care about that.
Yeah. So I'm like,
I wouldn't even call that borrowing. This is just, here's just $10.
I consider it a test.
But you can have this little measly $10.
Because and the person that I loaned it to, I don't know why I'm not wording today. But the person I loaned the $20 to, I told her, I said, here's the $20, you can borrow it. But I'm telling you right now, if I don't get this $20 back, don't ever ask me to borrow money again. Because if you can't pay me back $20,
first of all,
you ain't paying me back $200.
I don't trust nobody asking for low amounts like $40, $20. If you don't go sell some plasma and get the fuck up out my face, what the hell you gonna do with $20?
Not everybody can give plasma.
But what are you gonna do with $20? I don't even know what you can do.
Go to Chick-fil-A. I mean, somebody.
All you gonna get is some mac and cheese, a sandwich, and a Sunjoy. Like, what are you gonna do?
That's all I ever get from Chick-fil-A.
That's exactly what I get from Chicken Joy. A spicy chicken deluxe and that costs $18. With a mac and cheese with a medium Sunjoy. And that is normally $14.
Whole 20 gone. So, I don't know. That's just my stance. And if you don't pay me back a small amount, I'm definitely...
You a criminal. Yes, you are. Like, how are you not paying back?
You just walk around stealing people's money.
You have no character. Who the hell steals $10?
You'd be surprised.
Who?
You would be surprised.
And I'm glad I don't associate with them. If somebody come to me talking, can I borrow $10? I'm like, are you on drugs? Like, I legit would ask, are they on drugs? Because what are you going to do with $10? It's just, if we going out to eat, say, I ain't got no money, can you please buy me something too? I would handle that better than let me borrow $20.
And that's better than what we do, because we don't even do that anymore. We don't like, can you do that? We be like, girl, put that on yours, and I just sell it to you.
Now I guess we just try to beat each other to pay, which is wild.
That we do that. We do try to beat each other to pay, and then get mad when we lose. It's like, I was gonna pay for my own shit.
Just you so sneaky with it too. I'm like, what? Didn't I tell this server to split this in half?
I'm that person. You got to watch out for me, because I'm also that person that will tell the server while you in the bathroom, hey, just bring out one check.
And what you did?
Like, I'm like, I ain't got time for the splitting the check shit. Just bring out one check. I'm putting it all on mine. If she want to pay me back, she can pay me back.
And you know what? I'll sell you $1. I don't give a damn.
I was so mad at you when you zelled me. What was that? $1.60
for that honey bun?
I was like, no, this girl did not just zell me $1. Anyway, okay. What's the stupidest reason someone stopped being friends with you? Selfish bastard had a heart attack and passed away. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind when I get down there.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I'd be the same way if your ass died. I'd be like, that motherfucker.
Well, they excuse me for dying.
I'd be like,
never mind me over there dead.
Who the hell?
You
I say, now who gonna be my friend now?
I only got one friend left now.
She all the way in damn Ohio. I'm gonna say, she is selfish. She said, I am going with my mama. Screw y'all. Peace.
Kane, I got kids.
Yeah.
I told you. You see what happened. I left Victor alone with my kids for less than one day.
Tell them what happened.
So, we went on our Stray Kids trip to Atlanta.
Stray Kids. Ooh.
As soon as we get to Atlanta, literally, we check in. We go to
Literally,
eat.
we wasn't there for like 2 hours.
Literally, check in. Go to a restaurant. Eating at the restaurant. Matter of fact, I don't even think the food came yet. I think we was drinking.
We had just got our drink.
Waiting on the food. Victor sent me a text message. The text message is a picture of my son with no eyebrows. Talk about something. He shaved his eyebrows off in the shower.
Not only that, he used her shaver to do it.
Because I hurried up and shaved my underarms because, first of all, it was going to be hot as shit over there.
It was.
And I knew it. And I said, let me shave my damn underarms. So I shaved my underarms, hurried up and left. Because mind you, we left at the ass crack of dawn.
Ass crack of dawn.
So this was like at 5 a.m. Hurried up and left. Apparently left the razor out. The one time I leave it out, Evangel shaves off his damn eyebrows. I leave Victor alone with my kids for less than 24 hours, and one of them ain't got no eyebrows.
She showed me the picture of it, and I thought she was showing me like a Facebook memory or something.
No.
And then she was like, this is right now. And I was just like, I just was stuck.
Can't leave nobody alone with my kids.
I was like, I don't have any words. It hasn't even been 12 hours.
And he shaved them good too. Like not a singular
almost like
hair
he had been
was
shaving
left.
His whole life.
Not a singular hair was left. Now he look crazy because he got green hair. So now he got green hair and no eyebrows.
I tell you, kids do the craziest things.
If you're like, draw him on us, I ain't drawing him on no damn eyebrows. He going to suffer. Hopefully they come back by the time school starts. He's starting middle school this year. I don't want him to start middle school with no eyebrows.
Oh, I thought you were just going to leave it at I don't want him to start middle school.
Without eyebrows.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want that for a child either.
That's going to be tough. Kids are cruel.
They are.
And he ain't good with comebacks. Now what is he going to do?
Poor boy.
He ain't good because I'm witty. Don't try to come for me. I'm going to have a remark. He ain't like that.
That's actually crazy because this is one that I just saw you saying to somebody. If you fit this scenario.
What happened?
What's the stupidest reason someone stopped being friends with you? When he went on a drunken racist rant against me for 5 minutes, And when he was done, I just said, I'm taller than you. And that was apparently too much for him.
Oh.
I was like, Jade would just say the most basic thing because she know is going to offend them. And she would use somebody's height against them.
I'm like, I know you got a short complex. I got something for you. I'm going for the jugular. That's why you short, bitch. And they going to be like, after I give them this raw racist rant, how dare you say that I'm short? But that remind me of that video you sent me.
The one I sent you today?
Lowering that, he had to raise that mic. Bank Chan was behind him. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. So she's talking about a TikTok that I sent her. Somebody took a video of Stray Kids at Empire State in New York.
I think so.
And so Stray Kids is known as the pocket-sized K-pop group.
They fine, but they short. They fine though.
I think their tallest member is 5'10", which is average height in the U.S. I think. And the guy that was presenting them with an award was at least 6'2".
I mean, he was big. I'll give him that. He was not a normal size person.
He was
big.
And Stray Kids is just behind them.
He had to
like standing on their tippy toes, trying to match his height and everything. I was like,
I'll die when he came up. The mic was too low for him. He just politely lifted the mic.
You're talking about the game that they played.
Yeah, he just politely
lifted. And the tallest member went up, and then I think Chambin was next, and he had to lift the mic up or lift it down. And then Bank Chair
was in the back just.
Yeah, they are nuts.
And they all was looking like they knew what it was. Chambin just way at the corner like, I ain't even engaging because y'all ain't finna get me. I'm not even engaging.
Well, here's another one that I feel like got a lot of people back in the day.
Ooh, what's that?
What's the stupidest reason someone stopped being friends with you? Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC debate.
Oh, that's real. Boy, that was heat. Heat.
I've always liked both.
I know. I like both too. But most people had a definite. Now, I had a favorite. I like both, but I do have a favorite.
And I know our favorites is opposite.
I do like both though.
I like both.
I would sing the lyrics to both.
I would sing the hell out of both of them. But I prefer Backstreet Boys.
I will say, as an adult,
come on now.
They have better vocals.
Come on now.
Now. They have better lyrics too. I will admit it.
Quit playing games with my heart. I mean, come on now.
First of all, and as an adult, now I'm looking, I said, wait a minute. They was actually finer too.
Come on now, Justin Timberlake with the ramen noodles in his head. Come on now.
That was one phase. That was not his entire thing. We will not keep going over this. That was for a phase. That was not permanent. It was
at least their first 3 albums.
Look, it went away.
It did go away, thank God. But he brought sexy back though.
He wasn't even my favorite one anyway.
He wasn't. Was it Chase, whatever his name was? He was the one with the better vocals out of all of them. Everybody loved Lance, but we all know now he's gay. I mean, we knew then he was too.
Obviously.
But
JC was my favorite. He still
that's
is.
Jace. That's Chase, the Chase one. But I heard he's an ass.
Bet he is.
I liked him when he was on what was it, Dance Crew, where they had dance contests.
They was in everything. Them kids was working.
The Jabberwockies was the one that won one season. Well, I used to be invested.
Everybody was invested. America's Best Dance Crew.
Yes, that's what it was. Mm-hmm. I had done convinced myself I could go to California and become a Jabberwocky.
I think I knew better.
I mean, I knew better because I ain't do it. But I definitely told myself, if you was there, you could definitely be a Jabberwocky.
This is why I get mad that you called me delusional. I knew that wasn't the reality. I said, they are so great. It never crossed my mind. I'm great too.
I told you that my brain is set up in a way where I think I can do most things the same, if not better, than most people.
Which is delusional because you can't.
It hasn't steered me wrong.
You
yet.
are not no Jabberwocky.
If I put enough practice in it, I could be a Jabberwocky.
You will still be practicing to this day. They good as hell.
Hey, and I bet I still would have applied to join the crew.
Will be your signature dance move.
We're not doing that. We not going there. You're not about to have me on this podcast acting the plum fool. You know I done had a couple shots.
That's all
and you trying to take advantage of that.
I'll do it with you.
Nope, I'm not about to be her. Y'all, she setting me up. She trying to have y'all laughing at me, and I want to be a part of the laugh, and I don't want to be laughed at. She will not. You will not see me. Now, if y'all,
That's funny.
No, I have said before, I can be bought.
And I told your ass quit fucking saying that. Quit saying that live. Quit saying it.
If somebody offer me enough money, I will bust out my signature Jabberwocky move.
I want to see it.
It's gonna be some kind of pop lock.
I know it would. That's what I said. Like, I know yours, so she gonna pop and lock, and I want to fucking see it.
Boy, I give me some white gloves and a white mask so quick.
And be looking like the damn, you know that they had the little silent moms in church. Remember when that was a thing?
A mom,
to
yeah.
say thank you.
Shut up. I used to low key.
Yeah.
Shut up. Low key, I used to want to be a mime. I thought it was so cool.
I like the black church mime, not the other ones.
I liked the ones that was on the street mimes.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought they were interesting.
Must be an episode of Seinfeld.
I don't watch Seinfeld, so I don't know.
You're missing out.
I've tried to watch that dang on show at least 4 times. And every time I'm like, I can't stand his voice.
See, you know what? I think what got me is my first episode was mainly about Elaine. And I think that's the first episode I watched. I didn't watch the first episode immediately. The episode that introduced me was about Elaine. She's the
only reason the first 2 times I tried to watch Seinfeld, it was because of Jason Alexander.
He's a nut.
He is, and I've loved everything I've seen him in.
He's good. No bad roles. He's good.
Exactly. So I was like, it can't be that bad. Jason Alexander is in it.
His character is the most annoying. You think it'll be Kramer? It's
funny.
not.
No, Kramer's not. But I thought he was funny. The little clips of him that I have seen in it. Mm-hmm. And then the second round, the last 2 times I tried to watch Seinfeld, it was because of Elaine, because I watched Old Adventures of New Christine.
Gosh,
and it was something else I had saw her in that I really liked her in. In fact, everything that I've seen her in except for Veep.
Because she's good.
I've liked her in. It's just, I was like, I can't get past Seinfeld. If you take him out of the show, I think the show would be just as good, if not better.
It's interesting is he's the main character, but also a side character. Like, it's the most it's supposed to be about his life, but his friends are the most interesting part of his life, exactly. Not really him.
I mean, but I could understand that. I think you're more interesting than I am.
I find you interesting.
Maybe. I think I'm pretty boring.
Nah, you crack me up.
I don't understand.
I mean, you think I'm kind of boring too.
How?
I just say crazy shit.
You always doing some shit.
It's because I don't say no to shit.
You need to start. You're going to give
you
yourself a heart
attack.
attack.
Shonda Rhimes, the year of yes.
Because I want the year of no.
Just say yes to shit.
I want to say no to everything.
That's how I'm here.
It's exactly why you're here. You're not lying. Because honestly, if it was the other way around, I'd probably be like, no, thank you.
I'm like, sure.
Luckily, I wanted to start a podcast, so.
I was like, yeah, sure. And that's just how I operate. It's how I live life. That's
and
how
I'm telling you,
we going shit.
Like one of our viewers told us, we gonna be everywhere sooner rather than later.
And we will.
We will.
No eyebrows, just out here.
Well, I got eyebrows. But yeah. Anyway, we got a lot of stuff we want to talk to y'all about. Got a lot of updates. First update I want from you actually is, did you decide if you're getting a cat or not?
Oh, I forgot all about that goddamn
Girl, so
cat.
no.
I'm going to tell you what happened, though. I went home and started Googling the price of stuff.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I said, I got enough to do.
I mean, dogs are more expensive, but cats are still expensive.
Cats are still expensive. And I was like, where am I going to put the litter box? So I'm trying
that's
to
what I'm
logistically thinking, where do I want this litter box? And I couldn't find a place that I felt like permanently. I was like, okay, I could put it in the laundry room. Right. Mm-hmm. But then I was like.
But isn't your laundry room connected to your garage?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, yeah, that actually
It's
wouldn't
separate.
be
It's right
bad.
next to our bathroom.
Okay. See, I was thinking about putting my litter box in my laundry room, but it's so close to
But the
getting out for
laundry
the
room don't have
garage.
a door. It's just catty
Oh.
corner to the kitchen. There's no actual door.
Oh, see, mine does. And the only reason I didn't put my litter box in there is because I'm worried that going in and out,
She gonna get out.
she might run out. And I'm telling you, if Zephyr makes it, my cat's name is Zephyr.
She ain't coming back.
She ain't coming back. She gonna
She
be
a
like,
track
oh, I'm
star.
about to go for all them birds I've been seeing out that window.
They mine.
Cause who is Jocelyn? I don't know her.
Never mind her.
Talking about unlimited buffet. I was waiting for her to die.
This food wasn't enough for me.
So no, Zephyr cannot make it out.
She gone.
Out
She a
this
track
house.
star. She gone.
Yeah, y'all think she big. Wait till you, if you see her get out here, she gonna take off. She be looking at them birds like, one day I'm gonna get you. And I'll be looking like, no, you're not.
Yes, that was my thing. I said, where I'm gonna put the litter box? I could do the laundry room, but then I was like, it don't have a door. And what if it stinks? And do I feel like having an additional chore of cleaning that out every single day and then having to sweep and shit all the little shit?
I mean, you be seeing me having to sweep it up because they get litter everywhere.
And I said, I don't. And then I've seen Christina cats where she literally had to get little wipes because depending on the diet, the boo-boo might be sticky and stuck to the damn fur. And then you got to get, especially when they're kittens.
See, I never had that issue.
Yeah, then they be walking around. She even nicknamed the cat Shitty Paws because it would have poop all in the paws. She cleaning the paws. I said, I already got kids. I just got the little one to wipe his own ass good.
And I'm told by cat owners, because a lot of the reasons that people go and get cats is because they're not as much work as
they
dogs.
Are though.
But I'm like,
they are in a different way.
In the beginning, they're not as much work as dogs. Because I had both at the same time. I absolutely hated owning a dog. It was so much like what people tell me having kids is like, and I hated it. But having Zephyr was like, oh, I got freedom now. But was it last year? Somebody that historically has owned cats their whole life told me, yeah, cats become more like dogs the older they get.
Yeah, they get needy and
shit.
They
get needy. Because I was telling her, I was like, Zephyr never used to want to be all up under me. She really didn't care if I was in the room or not. I said, but now she's always in my face. And they was like, yeah, cats get that way the older they get. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. So
I already got a little Velcro friend. I don't need. The little one is my little Velcro fan.
I figured.
He right there. Right now, the back of this shirt is covered in kinetic sand. Because he was playing with his kinetic sand when I was leaving. And he wanted to give me a hug.
Okay, then. Yeah, no. I was just curious if you made
I ain't get that cat. I got enough to do. I said, Jade, you just be...
You always say you got
But you
enough
know what?
to do.
Because I do. And so... I think about it though. Like I might have ideas spur of the moment, but I really think about it though. I don't just go and buy a cat because it crossed my mind one day to have a cat.
That's what I did when I got a dog. I'm so happy my cousin wanted to take him in because I really was like, I'm not going to give him to a shelter. And I don't trust people to just, like anybody to take care of him.
Because you don't know what they be doing.
Right. But then my cousin, who I know historically has had dogs in the past and he's loved them and everything. And he was like, yeah, I've been looking for a dog. I've been really wanting one. And I was like, well,
here you go.
But, okay. So I sent you a TikTok earlier. Mm-hmm. And I kind of wanted to talk about it because...
We don't link it.
No. People know it's Juneteenth. Today is Juneteenth, even though when this episode comes out,
it's not gonna be Juneteenth.
It's not gonna be Juneteenth. This is gonna be like 2 weeks after Juneteenth, in fact. But this morning I crossed a TikTok that somebody posted of this business named Synergy Auto Care in North Carolina. Which, I mean, it's North Carolina too, so
it's a lot of black people in North Carolina.
It is, but it's also still...
They should know better. But anywho.
Okay. And in this video, you have a woman talking about how she tried to go to the bank today, but she couldn't do whatever she was trying to do because the bank was closed. And this guy says, "Why is the bank closed?" And another worker responds and says, "Because today is Juneteenth." And the older man goes, "Well, like something like what's so what? Like what's Juneteenth?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I guess it's just like some holiday." And there's a black woman, only black woman, sitting in the as a customer in this establishment. She gets up and she's like, "Go get my car, bring it back around. We're not doing this," essentially. And she walks out. And there's a customer, a white woman, that's sitting there, and she was like, "I don't know what Juneteenth is." And the other guy was like, "Well, I guess it's a holiday or something that something to do with reparations is my guess." And I was just like, okay. And I had thoughts on this, and I know you have thoughts as well. So before I give my thoughts, I'd like to hear yours.
Well, for one, I noticed when watching it, they were looking at her when trying to have this conversation about you. So they can't say that we have no. They were looking at her and like laughing about it. Like it's not like
they were laughing
looking.
about it.
They looked at her and they were like laughing about it, and that's what made her mad. Like not because they did not know what Juneteenth is. That's not what upset her. They knew what it. First of all, you have Google. You were sitting at a computer. Look it up. You were sitting right there at a computer.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I think the employees of that establishment,
they were doing microaggressions, and we don't got time for that.
I agree with that. The only person that I genuinely think really, now granted, they all might not actually know what Juneteenth is, because if I'll be honest with you, Juneteenth wasn't taught to me in school. So I just learned what Juneteenth was maybe 5 to 6 years ago.
Yeah, I learned about it in school.
I didn't learn about it
and
in
I
school.
will give Chase that. Chase has been celebrating Juneteenth for a long time.
So
I would give Chase that.
It wasn't taught to me in school. I had no idea when I started hearing about Juneteenth. I was a person that was going, what is that?
I mean, the only person I'm not mad is the random lady that said, "What is Juneteenth?"
That's the one person in this whole thing. Now, granted, like I said, the workers, they might not actually know what that is. They knew the holiday was, like, they knew what it was. They might not have known why it exists. And they could have 100% done something about that. Now, the lady that was sitting there as a customer, most companies still don't really acknowledge it. The company I just left literally this year just started giving us that day off for work. So I'm like, that customer genuinely was like, "What is that?" And I didn't like that instead of the worker looking it up. All of us have phones that have Google on it, because not all companies allow you to surf the web just willy-nilly, but we all have a phone. I'm like, he could have easily looked it up and been like, "You know what? I actually don't know either. Let me look it up and we can learn together." You know what I mean?
Since it's a federal holiday, let's
But
learn
instead
about
of passing off
holidays.
misinformation that is reparations, how the hell can just making a day a holiday for us be reparations? And not even our reparations. The slaves that were set free, it is pretty clear what their reparations was supposed to be, and that was not honored
at all. I mean, first of all, because Juneteenth is celebrating the last day that slaves were actually free. Because for 2 years, some of them didn't even know they was free. So
here's one of the big reasons why Juneteenth is so important. Abraham Lincoln made slavery illegal in what, 1860?
He abolished it in 1863.
Yeah, 1863. Somehow, some way, this news didn't make it to Texas.
It did.
And we all know it did.
The slaves didn't find out. Let me
Exactly.
rephrase. The slaves didn't know. The masters knew. The slaves
Exactly.
didn't know. He had to come and save them because he learned that they were not free.
But that didn't happen until 1865.
I guess they didn't know. They was like, wait, there's still slaves going on? Uh-oh. And then they had to go down there and be like, hey, mofo, let them free and quit playing. They had to go down there strong arm them people to be like, hey, they been free for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
FYI, y'all.
And
like,
what day did that happen? June 19th. That's when the last enslaved African Americans in Texas were
Galveston,
actually
Texas.
set free. They were forced to set those people free. So I'm like, this is something that literally a quick Google search would tell people. Like, because I had, like
if
I said, I didn't
Google,
know anything
I'm
about
sure
it
they
either.
have a banner for today, and you click on the banner.
Does Google still do the banners?
Let me look.
I didn't know if they did or not.
Let me double check it. Check.
But yes, so that is in a nutshell what Juneteenth is. Mm-hmm. It does not have anything to do with our reparations.
Because we sure didn't get them.
And honestly, I mean, I'm pretty sure my ancestors were enslaved. But if we go back far enough, maybe our family wasn't the ones enslaved.
Yeah, they got the Juneteenth stuff.
Okay,
click on the banner, and guess where the banner takes you?
Yeah,
an explanation of what the holiday is.
It always does. I just wasn't sure if they were still doing that.
Right there.
I'm like, for us to be so connected to everything, people choose, in my opinion, I could be wrong, I truly feel like people choose to stay ignorant. And hell, sometimes I'm the ignorant person, just like, I don't feel like looking it up.
Yeah, but we admit, I would never, somebody go, what is that? And
I wouldn't just make
something up.
I wouldn't pull a reason straight out of my ass. I just say, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, because the whole thing, and now they mad their business done plummeted.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, no, because if you watch the
people
video,
are coming for their business now. And I'm just
they done took off their Facebook page and everything. And we was like, here's the thing. It was disturbing that only one employee even went to talk to her afterwards. And they all witnessed it. Only one employee was like, let me go talk to her and see what's going on. But then their statement is them acting like that they did nothing. Like, if you gonna just own up to what you did. Didn't like that. Just own up and be like, you know what? We maybe shouldn't have had that conversation. We shouldn't have been so ignorant about it. Like, regardless if there was a black person in the room or not, that was a conversation that should not have happened. Period. Because they were looking right at her. So for them to try to be like, oh, we did, I'm like, y'all were looking right at her. Like, they looked right at her when they said that shit. Like, you see them looking at her. Like, we're not gonna play these games. Like, you don't know what you were doing. We're not gonna play those games. And the thing that kind of
upsets me now is now TikTok is showing me all the stuff that's like that. So I'm getting multiple posts where people have been blatantly doing things to disrespect the things that they went through at that time. Like the slaves that were in Texas, people that were enslaved and weren't set free until 2 years after they were supposed to be. And I'm just like, I really don't want to keep seeing this stuff.
But the worst part of it all, Texas has celebrated it as a holiday since 1980, according to the interwebs. It's been a Texan holiday since like 1980. I mean, they weren't in Texas. They were in North Carolina. But then it's like, first of all, so you act like you don't know. And if you didn't know, again, you have a cell phone.
That's
and
what
since
I said.
It's a federal holiday, it was in your calendar on your phone. You could have looked it up.
We all have cell phones that's connected to the internet. A simple, I mean, you don't even have to type it in nowadays. You can literally just push a button and speak your question. So I'm just like, that's why I said I truly feel some people just choose to stay ignorant.
Yeah, and then the fact that the white person bought and trademarked and copyrighted the term Juneteenth.
See, I don't even know about that.
Like, we can't have nothing. How was that even legally allowed? But yeah, that's why they stopped selling merchandise and stuff like that.
I didn't know that. But yes, for the folks that don't know what Juneteenth is, That is what it is. I felt the need to actually just say that. It means a lot to African American people. Um, so, just have a little compassion, have a little respect. That's all we ask
Or it's
for.
like, here's my thing. If you're gonna be racist, just be blatantly racist. I hate the little passive aggressive racists.
I don't like passive
I hate
aggressive,
them.
period.
I hate them. Like, if you're gonna, I have more respect for the redneck with the Confederate flag who's just openly racist than y'all people that try to pretend like you're not and do little microaggressions. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. If you gonna be it loud and proud. Don't be
Loud
trying
and proud.
Don't try to sneak with it. Don't try to sneaky with it. Like, if you gonna do it, do it. Because at least I know what to expect from you. I see that and I go, this is a buffoon. Let's stay away. Like, and I go about my day like, that's a buffoon.
That is one of your favorite words.
Show is.
The amount of times I've heard you call somebody a buffoon.
It just sounds derogatory. That's what I like about it. Just an insult. You don't have to know what it means, but you know it's an insult.
You know it's an insult. Well, that was that. Now, on to the main thing.
Yeah, what's the main?
Our trip to Atlanta, of course.
Stray kids.
Okay.
We had some struggles. Like, we're not gonna dismiss the struggles.
A whirlwind of emotion.
It was hot.
It
was disorganized.
It was terrible and great at the same time.
The concert itself was wonderful.
Wonderful.
Good. Great
I will
concert.
say this though. Those folks at the Truist Center, they thoroughly pissed me off.
It's to the point where these tickets were sold out since Thanksgiving.
Literally.
Last year. And they were surprised we was there.
They surprised we're there. Why?
For something that's been sold out for 6 months. The shit was sold out 6 months ago, and they act like they were surprised that our asses were there.
Now, here's the thing. Here's why they pissed me off. So, for the folks that don't know, Jade and I are bougie.
Show is.
We wanted seated seats,
because we
wanted them on the floor. And we also wanted sound check. So we bought VIP reserved seating sound check tickets.
Because we wanted a chair.
Literally.
We old. So.
I'm old. I ain't got time to be standing all the time, even though I think I stood most of the time.
Sure did.
Both of us did.
I was like, I'm sitting down because I paid for this seat. And so.
We sat down to eat, but.
Them tickets was high. I'm sitting.
So. I think this is our second or third round of waiting in line. Mm-hmm. It starts to rain. They let us in. So they let us in before anybody else. I mean, that's how VIP works.
VIP floor. Ain't nobody there.
So they let us into the stadium. We start going like this underpass thing because we have to go below everybody else to get to the
floor,
the grass. And they tell us to form 2 lines. Which we did with no problem. Then, like a few minutes later, somebody comes over and says, we need everybody to get as close to the railing as possible. So what do? Me and Jay, who was in the outer line, we move closer to the railing. Now, keep in mind, there is another line that is at the railing. Yes. So we can't get to the railing, but we can get closer to the railing. So we move. Then, maybe like 20 minutes later, they start actually yelling at us. Move as close to the railing as possible. We have golf carts that need to get through, and you are in the way.
And you will get ran over. We like, who are you talking to?
I eventually just said, we have assigned seats.
Let us sit in them.
The seats are out there and already unfolded and zip tied together. Let us go sit in our seats and you won't have to worry about
Why are we here?
They said they wouldn't let us go to our seats because they were having sound technical issues for the sound check. And I said, what does that have to do with our seats? I'm like, you are yelling at full-grown adults. Not all of us is 13 and below. We are, at least the ones that actually bought the tickets.
Yeah.
We're over the age of 18. You don't talk to us like that, little girl.
Because we all sitting there like, who's she? Who is she talking to?
I mean,
everybody over 20, we looking around like, do you hear what I am hearing? I know she ain't talking to us.
It thoroughly pissed me off. I'm like, again, like you just said, this concert has been sold out since November.
Y'all had plenty of time to come up with a plan.
What's going on here? Y'all knew we was coming.
And y'all knew it was sold out. And y'all knew it was going to be 40,000 of us.
I'm like, are y'all
beforehand? Y'all knew it.
What's going on?
Y'all knew it. It was pure. Mind you, it was chaos for the VIP. So I can imagine. Then I seen the videos of what the people who did general admission went through, baby.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because at one point we were saying we wish we would have got general admission so we could be up in the bleachers.
And now I'm like, glad we did.
I was like, nope, because people were making TikToks saying that it had been an hour plus after the concert had already started and they were still standing outside.
They missed like half the concert.
Waiting to get in. I was like, couldn't be me. I would have had to fight somebody. I'm sorry.
Because it's like, they were so disorganized. Like, they were mad at when we first got there. They was like, you can't come, you're trespassing. Oh, yeah, so we walking the hell around.
Now, granted,
we can understand that.
I can understand it. I can understand the whole thing with us getting that. Okay, so to check in for VIP tickets wasn't until 10 a.m. When I went to charge my car at 5:30?
Like 5, 6 in the morning.
People were already headed to the gate. Now, we had a really nice hotel. Our hotel was connected to the area where the stadium was, so we didn't have to go nowhere.
Because we lazy and bougie.
Hey,
I will pay for convenience. Sure will.
But there were other people that had the same idea as us. We were just planning on being there at 8 a.m. When I was waiting for them to bring my car around so I could go charge it, I saw people already headed there. I texted Jay so quick. I said, people are already headed to the gate.
I said, what?
I went and charged that car up so quick and came back.
We hurried up, got ready while you were charging. Let me hurry up. Let me get showered. Let's go.
And when we made it over there, because I think we made it over there by 6:30.
Yeah, it wasn't even 7 a.m. yet.
And it was already a bunch of people. And somebody stopped us and was like, the police is telling us that we can't start lining up until 8 o'clock. So me and you left and we went back by the hotel and we was literally just standing there for a while.
Just lounging out.
And then the police came over by the hotel and was like, y'all can't, they was telling other people they couldn't be out there. So we went into the hotel. Like, we're technically not on Truist property. We're on the hotel's property because we're actual guests of the hotel.
Yeah.
But then at like 7:40, we start heading back because they said that they would let us start lining up at 8 a.m.
So we said, okay, we'll go 7:40.
So we get over there by like 7:45 and literally took like a 5-minute walk.
Yeah, literally 7:45.
And they had a tent set up now. And the staff even told us, like, yeah, y'all can start lining up.
We like, cool.
We formed one nice little
quiet, peaceful line.
It wasn't chaotic. We literally were just standing there quiet in line. And we had a nice spot too.
Oh, girl, we was at the beginning.
And police started sounding off their little horn, and then they was like, you cannot be on the property until 8 a.m. You are trespassing. And I was like, oh, we're trespassing. I said, I didn't realize that. I said, so if we're trespassing, I get it. Now, granted, I just moved down the street and I stood in the street. I said, street is public property.
Catch us if you can.
I'm not on Truist property, and it is 7:50. At that point, it was like
7:52. We was like,
I was like, I'm not going much further than this. Y'all about to start letting us line up in literally 4 minutes. You can kiss the entirety of my ass.
And we all felt like that, like, motherfucker, we ain't going. And of course, we talking to each other. They not no states are crazy. We will burn this shit down. They keep fucking with us. We try to play it cool, but y'all know we crazy. Don't fuck with us.
And they were telling us to leave all the way up until 8 a.m. And it was literally like at 8 a.m. we didn't hear anything else.
And we all dispersed like the crazy.
But people started running to get in line. And this girl. Now, she know that both of us got to get tickets together. So she know that regardless of where she end up, if I'm ahead of her, she going to find me in line. This girl grabs my elbow, knowing that I'm 6 feet taller than her. And she was like, don't leave me. I said, girl, you better run.
My legs are shorter. I'm trying to keep up.
I was like, I'm getting us a good spot in this damn line. You are not.
Because I was like, at this point, I might as well get in your back, bitch. Because we got to go.
I was like, I will drag your ass. Come on. I was like, let go.
The spot wasn't bad.
No, we got in a good spot, and it was actually better because since we had reserved seating, we ended up in a line that moved much quicker anyway.
Yeah, because it was a third line.
Yeah, that they hadn't set up yet.
But my thing, I was like, there was no signs.
There was one sign that did say VIP reserved seating. It's just they hadn't. It was after we made it past the ribbons, and it was sometime after we had lined up that they started saying, "Okay, reserved seating is in this line." But yeah, they were completely disorganized, and I was just like, you know, truest, I've heard good things, but
it was a beautiful ballpark.
I wasn't impressed.
But the staff was terrible, highly disorganized.
They were disrespectful. I mean, they act like I made them go to work. I mean, you didn't have to go to work.
They act like they were doing us a favor. Like, ma'am, us being here is how you have a job. Please remember that when you're speaking to people.
2.5 cents of that money that is, going to this. Because it will be a part of your salary, and it ain't much. But it's like,
it was just obvious they were not
happy that we were there
for us to be there. Like, even they were talking about shit about the cars, I'm thinking, so in this big ass baseball field, y'all couldn't find nowhere else for us to be that wasn't in the flow of golf carts. Now, mind you, never fucking came. They yelling, talking crazy. Came. And no golf cart ever came over there.
I think they were just doing it just to be asses. It was literally just, one or two people? And I was just like, what is going on? I just didn't understand, because I'm like, the seats are out there. Y'all said, now granted, y'all said y'all having some technical difficulties with the sound. Down? But I was like, stray kids ain't about to be out there while y'all doing this. If anything, they'll be backstage talking to people that's actually fixing the issue. And that'll probably be Bang Chan. But I was like, our seats are still out there. Let us go sit down. I'm like, we got reserved seating for a reason. It's because we don't want to be standing up like this. Let me go sit my old ass down. People were sitting on the floor.
Because we were standing for so long. We were not there for 20 minutes. We were there for like over an hour.
We were standing for a long time. And I was just like, this is absolutely ridiculous.
It was a day of standing the hell around.
I'm just happy.
Luckily, I got good ankles. Because that could, if we wasn't pharmacy techs, baby, that would have been a long day.
I'm just happy that we were able to go back to the hotel after we got our merch.
Well, so we have to carry that all damn day.
And I was able to get a nap in because that sun drained my energy.
Because we owed. And it made my eczema flare the hell up.
But anywho, guys, we got merch. If you can't see it for the audio people, we got us some Evil Stray Kids Skizoo shirts. This one I have on is for Lino.
I have for Chompin', of course.
Now, that was an adventure too, because we were literally not far in the merchandise, the VIP merch line.
So many lines. It was line after line after line after line.
Let me start with the dude that messed it up for us with the VIP merch. I was so dang on mad. So the thing that they had kept saying is, make sure you have your mobile tickets up soon as you get to the VIP line so that you can get your wristbands. It's going to make it so much faster. So what do? I follow instructions. I get up to the dude with the tickets. They're up on my phone. All he got to do is scan them. He was like, do you have the app? The Ticketmaster app? And I was just like, come on now. So I go to log in to Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster is like, oh, that's the wrong password. So now I have to reset it. And the whole time I am watching people go use their mobile tickets with other people to get through. And I'm like,
I think we just got the new person. I said, he don't know what he doing. He don't.
I was like,
because the lady next to us just pushing them out, pushing them out. Like, God damn.
And I looked at their phones and they were showing her mobile tickets. And I was like, so what? So finally, anyway, we get through to merch and we get to VIP merch. By the time I got to the front of that line,
Bang Chan was gone.
Bang Chan shirts was gone. I was pissed. But yeah, all of Bang Chan shirts were gone.
It was quick. Literally, that line was only open for like 15 minutes.
It wasn't even open that long. I feel like we were at least maybe the 15th to 20th person.
We were at the beginning of that damn line.
I know. That's why I was like, how?
Because they was buying for their friends. You know it. They was buying for their friends.
And so I ended up getting I was like, I'm still getting 2 t-shirts. So I got Suman, who is my bias wrecker. And then I got Lino, who is always in competition with Han for me. But I got Lino because I feel like Lino gets overlooked more than Han.
But I don't know. He's starting to come up though. I seen a lot of Lino shirts and stuff, and fans and posters.
Yeah, I did.
Especially the
too.
I know you know Lino shirts. I like those.
I love that. I love those. I know you know Lino. So I think I got the 2 t-shirts and I got the hoodie, and oh my gosh, I had to get a hat. I was like, this sun is burning the black off my forehead. I am done.
I just was crispy, so I ain't getting no hat.
Crispy.
I got burnt to a crisp. Told you my eczema flared up and everything. I was so fucking burnt.
Like I can't, because I wasn't gonna buy that expensive ass hat. That hat, it was just a normal baseball
for
cap.
a hat.
$50, and I was like, I'm not spending that on a whole hat. But after standing in that sun that time, I was like, nope, getting a hat. I need to be done with this.
And I was like, you ain't never gonna wear that goddamn hat.
Never gonna wear it again. I bet you I find a way. I'm gonna find a reason to wear that damn hat.
Cause I thought about getting the crop top. That's why I ain't spending $50 for a crop top. The price of that should have been cut to at least $35. Now, had they done that, I would have bought the crop top. Cause you know I love a croppy top.
And the amount, and I will tell you this, K-pop fans, because I've never experienced this at a concert before. So if other types of concerts do this, feel free to, educate us. But ATEEZ and Stray Kids, both of those fandoms, they were giving out freebies.
Loved it.
What they call freebies. And these people are actually spending their time putting together gifts for other people that are going to the concert. So we got all kinds of photo cards.
But I think it was maybe because it was the other VIP people. You know, VIP tickets are high, so they kind of got a little money to invest.
But the thing is, with ATEEZ, we didn't have VIP tickets, and people still did that.
And I got that keychain wasn't bad.
That key, I just looked at that keychain today. I just looked at the photo card today.
Jai has all my bracelets because he took them.
I'm sure he did.
He don't even know what they mean.
But yeah, they have photo cards, which are expensive.
And some of them were very good quality. Very good quality.
They had stickers. Some of them had candy. Somebody gave me jerky. Bracelets.
Yeah.
This girl.
Postcards.
Let me tell you what this girl did. So she opens up one of her freebies, right? And one of them was in a packet. I don't remember what this was that was in the packet. But I remember when I saw it, my first thought went, I don't think, is that edible? And as I'm thinking this girl is popping it in her mouth, and then she's like, you can't chew that. I'm like,
luckily nobody drugged me.
I was like, so you didn't even think to investigate this
it
a little bit?
It looked like candy. It did. It looked like a gummy. It did.
It looked too shiny to me to be candy.
It looked like candy.
It looked like plastic.
And it was plastic.
And I was
like,
I was so mad. I said, this girl has been talking about food since the time she woke up. And it's so bad that she done popped this plastic damn candy out.
I was like, I want ballpark food.
Oh my God. I had to tell Jade at one point, I said, I don't give a damn about them ballpark hot dogs.
The whole time we were on them lines. They need to hurry so I can get my hot dog. They need to hurry up so I can get my ballpark hot dog.
That's all she kept saying. I eventually was just like, I don't give a damn about them hot dogs. I just want to see a Stray Kid.
And my response is, I want my hot dog.
I was like, God damn. I said, I'm not getting anything to eat until after sound check. It's only 30 minutes. And they did a lot of songs during sound check.
Showed it. That was a mini concert. Mm-hmm. Worth the money.
It was. And that's when I saw how close we were to that little area where we could get up close. I said, I'm going to that area. I don't care who coming with me, but I'm going to that area.
We had that stalker. I hope she okay. You know, I've been praying for her ever since. Because
now, I will say, people need to be a little smarter. So apparently there was this girl there that her parents didn't want to be in VIP. They were there, but they were in like another area.
They were in general admission.
And I was just like, why? You know what? Not my family, but I would never let my little teenage daughter.
She had to be no older than 15, 16.
Yeah.
She was anywhere between 13 and 15. She was real young.
Yes.
Anywhere in that window.
And by the end of the night, she came and showed me all of us, I believe.
She showed all of us
a message that is supposedly Stray Kids tour manager that he apparently gave her his phone number and wants her to call him.
That girl left her light stick that she lucky I didn't steal, because you know I've been trying to get one. She left her purse.
I was worried for that girl's safety. So I'm like, this girl
because she didn't come back, and I was like, where did she go?
I was like, this girl thinks that she has Stray Kids tour manager's phone number,
and she doesn't. He's just a man.
I was like, girl, like
I was praying for her. I said, Lord, let her be. Oh, because she left her purse. Like, all of it was still there when the concert was over. I was like, is she gonna come and get her stuff? She left her light stick. And me 5 years ago would have stole her light stick. We're like, pray she ain't dead. Would have stole her light stick. But I've been praying for her because I genuinely am concerned about her safety.
Well, if you watch this, because she did follow our one of our accounts.
I hope you okay, girl.
You know, send us a comment. Let us know you good.
A DM something. I'm concerned for you, and I hope you all right. I've been praying for you. But
you know, that brings up a good question. What's something I should I'm gonna ask this question again in another episode, because there's when we have a guest on, I'm interested what his response is gonna be too.
I like him. He's chaotic. I like him.
But I'll ask you this. What is something that, let's say you die, you at heaven, what's the one thing that'll get you sent to hell?
You know I'm petty. And I think even in God's reach, that wouldn't change. So I hope nobody tries to start. Don't start nothing, it won't be none. Don't start nothing with me.
If you don't start nothing with me, I'll leave you alone. But as soon as you get started with me, hey.
Because you know we bond over the petty.
We sure do.
That's what we have in common. That is what we have in common, is the petty.
Well, I said, if I made it to heaven and they were going through my life and they got to any things that would cause me to go to hell, I said it would be the fact that, and this is terrible, and I'm trying to get better at it, but when I tell people I'm going to pray for them, I never do.
Girl, what?
I'm like, I pray for you. And then I always forget.
I instantly pray for them.
I don't. And I do now. Like, when Abby was going through stuff and I told her I prayed for her, instantly just stopped and prayed. But usually it's like, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it later.
And don't come back.
And don't come back.
Boy, lying in the Lord's name.
I mean, I had every intention to actually do it.
People look forward to prayer.
I know. That's why I said that'll be the one thing that sends me to hell.
But then also on the flip, I also feel you should not be inviting just anybody to pray for you.
You should,
because you don't.
Who they praying to?
You don't know their spirit, and just because they say they're gonna pray for you, don't mean they mean a positive prayer.
Right? Don't mean they asking for your safety or anything.
So be careful who you ask to pray.
I pray that you take her sooner than she thinks.
Be careful who you ask to pray for you. But
yeah, I do tend to feel bad when I realize, I'm like, oh yeah.
But then when you realize you could just pray then.
I don't.
Because you didn't want to.
I did.
All you can say is, I wish you well. Just start saying that, because you ain't praying for nobody. Just say, I wish you well.
I promise you. Now I actually do. When I tell people now that I'm praying for them, I do it right that instant. But
you better hope he ain't keeping tallies of how many times you done said that.
That's why I said, yeah.
For me to be my petty, that'll get me kicked out.
I mean, my petty ain't too far behind that. I think it's probably number 2.
It's the petty for me.
That's why I tell people, I don't need no help.
You know, we should wear our petty shirts. Let's do that Saturday.
Oh, you got a petty shirt?
Remember the petty shirt I gave you?
Yeah, but I didn't know you had one.
Of course I got one.
Yeah. I mean,
that's pray for me, I'm petty.
That's literally how we became friends. Petty. I have a lot of shirts like that, actually. I have a shirt that says, "Yet despite the look on my face, you're still talking." And I used to wear that.
And you were weird to work because you ain't got no damn sex.
I used to wear that at work all the time.
Yeah, I got my pray for me, I'm petty shirt.
I wore my petty shirt to work. In fact, I had my petty shirt on when I talked to one of the partners. Had a meeting with him.
Deliberate choice. I appreciate it.
It actually wasn't deliberate.
Lined up just right.
It literally just ended up happening that way, but I didn't do it on purpose.
Ew,
And actually, I tried to
shirt.
put a sweater on to cover it because I was like, damn it, I didn't realize.
So
Let me
this sweater
cover this
on.
up. That's probably why they hate me.
Because he was like, oh, message received.
Message received loud and clear, madam.
And you didn't mean to say
I really didn't.
So he can be wearing shit like that to work.
Hey, they shouldn't make it so casual.
But yeah, we should wear our Pray For Me, our petty shirt.
Okay, I'll wear my petty shirt.
I should get Antonio one.
It ain't gonna be here by Saturday.
No, it won't. I feel like he deserved one too.
Oh, Antonio is with the shits. I will tell you that. If y'all remember Antonio from the first episode that we had a guest on, he will be a guest again. Actually, not will be. By the time this episode comes out, he will have already been on the episode on the podcast because this will come out after that. But yeah, he is a time. And if y'all want to see more of him, definitely let us know. We are planning to make him a regular guest when we have guests on.
Yes.
I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk to you about, but I can't remember it. But anyway, guys, tomorrow is my last day at my job. I am so excited.
I don't know how you held on this long. I'd have been bounced because they was testing your gangster.
Man, they was testing my gangster. Man, I mean, you know, I was just like, don't get me wrong. The company itself, I like.
It's the people in it that's the problem.
And it's not even all the people in it.
No, it's not all of them. But the few that were on mess were on mess.
And I was just like, I'm still not going to go over like, oh, this job did this to me. It did that to me, blah, blah, blah. But
it was some things.
But there was some things that I felt I was wronged. And maybe they feel wrong too. I mean, they have lost quite a few people. And I understand that they are frustrated because I'm like, what, the fourth or fifth?
But it's their own doing.
Why?
Because it's really not a bad company, but they do try to play in your face.
It's like I told...
Not a bad company, though.
It's like I told the woman in my exit interview. I'm not saying that I was the backbone of this department, but I thought that I was a little more valued than I feel. So, as I said, so all this is telling me is that I made the right decision to go somewhere else. So, starting next week, I will be starting a new job that I am actually really excited to start. I will be doing some similar stuff to what I currently do, some still analytical work. I'll still be a manager, so I don't drop in title. Though, honestly, with the job market like it is now, I could have 100% dropped in title and still got more money,
which is crazy.
So I wasn't one of the ones that was like, oh, I have to be a manager wherever I go. I was like, I could drop down to a data analyst.
Give me my money.
I just want more. I need to increase my income. But I get to keep my title, and anybody that I know that works for this company says they really like it. So that's a good sign.
It is.
I can't wait to start, though. I already got my laptop and my monitors and stuff.
Time to go.
I already set them up today because I was just like, I'm not waiting till Monday to do this.
Please don't. Or Sunday night. Let's not do that.
So already now I just got to get the laptop itself set up, which I'm assuming, I don't know if I can do that before Monday since I don't technically start until Monday.
Yeah, I will leave the laptop alone till Monday. I will wait till they tell you to cut that thing on, to cut that on.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been 7.5 years at this company.
Long time.
Longest I've ever worked for a company. But it's on to new opportunities. I wish them the best, just like they wish me the best of luck in my future endeavors. I wish them the best of luck in their future endeavors.
Signature sign off.
The signature sign off. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna send a goodbye email like my old boss did.
You know what?
I've decided I'm not going to.
Only to certain people, though. I wouldn't send it to
I was going to do that, but that was just me being petty.
You are petty. We both petty. And that's what I would have did.
Then I decided I was going to be the bigger person, just not send one at all.
I still do it.
Yeah, I was literally just going to only send it to certain people and just include some people that I knew would talk about it. to the people that didn't get it.
Like, I know they gonna say they got one. I
Did
know.
you see the email from Jocelyn? They were like, no,
What
oh,
email?
you weren't on it. Never mind.
And this is why we need help, because we like, I know who finna do the work for me.
Man, people don't know when they being used. But, you know, that's terrible. So let's not say that. That's going to get clipped. We going to get ate up. It's okay. It's okay. But yes, I was going to do that, but then I decided not to send one out. I've never sent out a goodbye email with any company.
You know me, I just leave. That 2-week notice was my goodbye email.
Girl, you ain't even give a 2-week notice. You gave like literally a 3-day notice. You tried to though.
I did.
You did try to, but it ain't your fault that you got sick. And then came
and it was
back in your last week.
I got sick in the first place. That was the final trial. Boy, that was the final. I said no, because I was contemplating just hearing them out and taking it. But getting sick took me over the edge.
You leaving was a blessing in disguise. Because honestly, I think if you hadn't started there, I would have left a long time ago. But me and you, we was having a good time.
And getting paid at the same time.
I was like, why would I leave now?
I know they was sick of us.
Oh, they was sick of us.
I was
especially
gone.
LK. Oh, she hated us.
I don't know why.
Well, she just hated you because you were associated. You were hated by association.
Like, if I ain't even do nothing to that girl.
So this woman gave Jade a gift card. This girl. So first of all, this woman couldn't stand me. And she knew me and Jay were really good friends and working at the same place. So she gave Jay, just out of the blue, gave her a Bath and Body Works
$50 Bath
gift card.
And I love Bath and Body. I was
excited.
Does.
She loves that place. Jay went to use that thing. It wouldn't work.
Now, what if I didn't have no damn money and I showed up to that place? I was like, I said, did she give me a faulty gift card?
She sure did. And I was like, what made it even worse was, well, not worse, but it definitely made me look at mine because she had just gave me a gift card because she pulled my name in the like Secret Santa thing. And she gave me a gift card to First Watch. And I was like,
and you like First Watch.
I love First Watch. Mm-hmm. I gave that gift card away quick. I gave it to Alex. I was like, she ain't gonna get me. I ain't about to be sitting there embarrassed.
So mad. I immediately was like, Jocelyn, you won't believe what just happened to me.
I was like, she ain't about to get me. Nope. I'm not about to be sitting there thinking that I'm about to use this gift card that probably only got $10 on it anyway.
And it was $50. You know me, I was like, I'm finna wait for shit to go on sale and him up.
Honestly, if she would have just gave me a $50 Bath and Body Works gift card, that would have been my first inkling that something's up. Something is amiss.
I remember what happened now. She gave it to me because she discovered I was the person putting the Bath and Body Works soap in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's been over ever since you left.
I know. As soon as that shit ran out, because I put some more in there for Chrissy to put in the bathrooms, and I bet you they still in that closet.
I bet she took them home.
Probably. I used to give her some too.
I think I'm the only person you don't give Bath and Body Works to.
You don't want
it. I'm not gonna use it.
Because I want to switch out the one in the guest house. I don't want to smell this no more. I want something else.
What's in? I don't even know what's in there. Is it the one
Eucalyptus? The one I gave you.
What, 3 years ago?
I'm the only one using it. Shit, it's taking a long time to get used.
Bring another one.
But I don't want to be wasteful because it's only halfway empty.
Well, then swap them out. You're going to get tired of the new one. Switch it back to eucalyptus.
If I put it in my house, Victor going to use it.
Then take the eucalyptus home and bring another one.
But I'm sick of smelling it. I don't want to smell it in my house either.
Look, I don't know what to tell you then. Take it to the new job. Yeah,
I got to feel them people out to see if somebody going to steal it first.
I think you just need to feel them people out in general.
No,
and it ain't starting off well since they done changed the start date 3 times.
It's because the original lady was since who I spoke to got promoted. She got promoted after they gave me the job. And the new girl is not as good as the other one. So, because the date they kept switching it to was the date me and the other lady originally decided on. And they keep switching. I'm like, this is the same date.
Well, The good thing is both of us start new jobs on the same day.
I know, how fun.
Not have fun. You are stupid. It's unfortunate that it's not the same company. I wouldn't recommend you for a job. I couldn't.
Girl, I can't work with you no more.
Nah, because we get in trouble.
We have too much fun. It's not good. Like, we would be having a good time, but people would start to hate the both of us.
Like they did at the last
But I don't
one.
know. It depends. That other job.
Actually, both the jobs. They couldn't stand.
Oh, yeah, they didn't like us at the other one either. They
No.
sure did.
But yeah,
we liked each other up, but then nobody liked us together.
No. Well, they didn't like me by myself at all. They didn't like me whether I was with you or without you.
But they didn't start coming for me until I became friends with you.
Didn't.
They left me the hell alone. As soon as I became your friend, they was out to get me.
Yeah, they was like, oh, so you with her?
I'm like, what I do?
You done went with the enemy?
Because we was laughing. They assumed we was laughing at them, but we wasn't laughing at
talking
them.
about them.
Well, that water bottle, that was sabotage.
The water bottle and the glasses. Remember the sunglasses I bought you? And I made sure I bought them up to the pharmacy.
That was petty. You didn't even work that day.
I sure did. I literally just got back from Ohio. Literally had just touched down in Indianapolis. Was like, oh, I bet Jade at work right now. I'm about to go drop these off to her. Go piss some people off real quick.
Now, you know, bop. Look what I got.
And then when you came out for that water bottle, we sat in my car and talked for a
like
good
I
15, 20 minutes. Girl, both of us should have been fired.
No, because we were good workers. We just did stuff.
Yeah, we're great workers.
Had no business sometimes.
Which is why I said we should have been
Compared to the others, we were saints.
Speak for yourself. You know they consider me the damn devil.
I don't know what that was. I never witnessed her doing nothing, yet they hate you so, but I never witnessed you doing it.
You witnessed me do some stuff.
It was in retaliation. It was not the first blow.
And
it was not the first blow.
I have always said I won't start stuff with people, but I will damn sure finish it.
And we the same way, like, I won't. Hey, if ain't no beef, I'm not gonna make none up. I'm not gonna make none up.
Because I don't want to beef with anybody.
Because I don't care enough about y'all to do so.
But if you looking for it, my favorite type of meat is beef.
It's
so let's go.
One thing God instilled in me was the patty.
He did. He let that overflow in me.
So I'm like, why you? Because my brain goes, you done started this with me. Now I gotta finish it. Now I gotta get involved. I wasn't even worried about you, but now I gotta
literally. And the crazy thing is, like, I never heard you just outright tell people that, but you've heard me actually tell people, if you leave me alone, I leave you alone. But if you start messing with me, I'm gonna start messing with you. And then what did they start doing? Messing with me. And I was like, so y'all didn't believe me when I told you.
And then they would ask me, and I'd be like, she flat out told you.
Somebody at this job tried to get me in trouble. And when they did that, I started being petty to them every time I saw them. To the point where they went to Jade and asked her, what did I do to Jocelyn to make her not like me? And I'm like...
And my response was, you tell me, because I don't know.
I'm like, so she don't realize that my whole demeanor, and I stopped talking to her after said event, and now she want to know what I did, what she did to me. But my thing
is, how you going to tell on somebody and act surprised that they don't like you after? And what's worse is you telling on people you making up shit. It ain't like you caught me doing some shit and then told on me. I would go, well, yeah, I did do that. And I would have told on my ass too, so fine. But that ain't what happened. When you made up shit.
Well, then they literally started making up stuff. And the girl that still works there think I don't know she's the one that went and told management this. But told management that I apparently was going around saying that they tried to do something because somebody was black. And I was like, I never in my life said that. And they calling me in to have meetings and stuff. I was like, I never said it.
Because that's a serious allegation.
It is a serious allegation, and I never said it. I do know somebody that did say that, though. But it wasn't me. In fact, the person that said it, I told them, I said, I don't think he's racist.
And we said that, like, I think they petty.
petty as hell.
But I don't think me being black is why they petty. They petty because of what I'm doing, not because I'm black.
Exactly. And I was just like, so now you lying on that one. Then the same chick that tried to get me in trouble called the same manager and told him that I apparently yelled at her and called her lazy. And I said, those words never came out my mouth. Never once came out my mouth. I said, we did have an exchange of words, but I never said that. I said, now, if her guilty conscience done got the best of her, and that's what she took it as, oh well, because I do think she's lazy. I said, but I didn't say it.
Not out loud.
I don't give a damn what my brain was saying. It didn't come out my mouth. In fact, my exact words to her, because she was telling me that I can't tell her when she should go do her run, even though she had been there for 12 hours and now it's shift change and her drugs still hadn't been delivered. And I was simply asking what's going on with these because I was going to offer to go deliver them. And she goes, who are you to tell me when I should go deliver my drugs? And then I said, quite frankly, I don't give a damn if you deliver them or not. It's not my responsibility. I was just asking
what's going on with them. Are you going to take them or not?
I told her, I don't give a damn if you deliver them or not. It's not my responsibility. She took that as I called her lazy, and she went and called the manager at that time and told him that I called her lazy.
The whole exchange made no sense to me. I'm like, so somebody asked you, hey, what's up with these drugs you was supposed to deliver 3 hours ago?
And not even 3 hours, 8 hours ago.
And I'm assuming she did more than one run. Excuse me. And
at this time, remember, they only did floor 2 and behavioral health and flex.
The thing is, I used to do it, but my runs depended on what time the drugs were due. Not just like I would look and go, okay, if I got something to do with this time, well,
they were due before 7 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. when we got
I always did a minimum of 2 runs per night when I did overnights. I never did only time I did just once was the stocking. But as far as like, the patient specific drugs, I did at least 2 runs of those a night.
Well, like I said, I know that I tend to, like people say, shoot straight from the hip. The finger guns. I felt like I was in the Western. But yes, I tend to be blunt. I tend to say exactly what I mean, which is why I don't understand why people get so confused by the stuff that I say, because I tend to say exactly what I mean. And sometimes it rubs people the wrong way. But like I told somebody else, I don't know how else to be. If you can't handle somebody being honest with you, then maybe we just shouldn't be in each other's presence.
No, they just didn't like you.
And that's fine.
They've been
I think they more so didn't like the fact that I didn't care that they didn't like me. I said, I'm still gonna come here and make money.
I mean, that's what the job is for.
I mean,
as I tell people, I already got friends before I came here.
I'm like, you don't have to like me. And I didn't even have any friends when I left that. My one friend had stopped talking to me about that point. I just didn't care. I was like, this is good money. I'm coming here to make money. Because who are you? And then there was the people that was, oh, I thought Jocelyn didn't like me. And then somebody would come tell me that they said that. And I'm like, who told them that? Who even is that?
Why do they care?
I don't know.
That was always my question.
I don't know why people care so much whether I like them or not. Because I gave no F's on whether they liked me or not. But anywho,
we've been talking for a while.
We've been talking for a minute. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this time. We gonna let you go. I hope you guys have a great day, evening, afternoon, weekend, Monday, whatever this is that you're watching. And make sure you send us feedback and all the good stuff.
Yes.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share,
rate,
all that stuff for the YouTubes.
The YouTubes.
I don't know why I keep calling it that, but on the audio platforms, make sure you are rating and reviewing us. Leave comments on those as well. We are really, really, really trying to push our audio content because it's not getting as much love as YouTube is. We love YouTube getting some love, but we need the audio to get some love too. So, the more you rate us, the more you comment, the more
It
the
pushes
audio
it out.
platforms will push our content out so that we can have more people join the club. So, with that, we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.